Okay. I think this is a little too close. How far do I need to be? Oh, now it's too far. Okay. Oh my God. Let's see. Kind of. This hat is literally making me sweat right now. Oh my God. Better. Yay! Okay. Let me pull up my live stream up here so I can see, because I can't see anything down there. So live. Yay! Wow, everybody must be like home because internet is so slow and I just upgraded. Which is crazy because there's like there's no traffic right now. Oh, there we are. Okay. We could do a Q&A today if you want. Q&A. Yay! Alright. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year in advance to you too. This is the last live stream we're gonna have this year, so yeah. Everyone who voted on my community page, thank you so much. It was a resounding winter outfit. So this is my winter outfit for the year. I posted it on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, of course, and Threads. I don't think anyone uses Threads. Like, I never get anybody on Threads interacting with me. And then there's that new one, Blue Sky, which is even more annoying than Threads, to be honest, because they have like a lot of stuff that are, how do you call it, like censored automatically. I don't know. Even for like, I don't know if you guys are on my Instagram, you should follow me if you are on there. But at Maradomina, the recent photo of me and Marika is hidden on Blue Sky, which is crazy because you don't even show anything. There may be some boobage, but it's insane. Anyway. This is the winter outfit. This is the last stream of the year. Started like a few minutes late because I was having technological issues. Internet is really slow. Of course, ending the year strong. But it is 69 degrees outside, so yay! This is making me sweat though. This hat is making me sweat so hard. Anyways, any plans? Anyone doing anything fun this winter season or summer, depending on where you are, I guess? Yeah, the socks are really warm. And aren't they cute? They match my outfit. I think I have a white one of this too. Like I have a white suit with like a blue print, and then I also have white socks. It's so hot though. Oh my god. Like, I don't know. Anyway. But thank you. I'm guessing a lot of people are kind of just with family. But I wanted to do one last live stream of the year. I mean, I'm going to just read out short Christmas stories. Let's see. Short holiday stories. Ooh, should we do horror again? Or should we do spicier? Let's see. Stories. Oh my god. There's a whole forum. There's a whole forum that has a bunch of different categories of short stories. And there is a kink section too. Interesting. There's a monster one. That's hilarious. Okay. Maybe not that one. That's really funny. I know. Spicy, right? Okay. Oh, this is written by a man and it's about a menage a trois. Of course it is. I don't know how I feel about that. Some of these are just too much. I'm just trying to do like a playful one, you know? Yeah, hang on. I'm trying to find a good one. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's one called Coming Down the Chimney. Cougar Holiday. Oh, wow. This is great. That's under Loving Wives category. This is hilarious. Okay. How long are these? A believer in Santa's fantasy comes true. Oh, I can't. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay. These are long, actually. Never mind. I don't have all this time to do that. So, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go on to my, I have an author that I really enjoy that got me into arrow writing. Let me see if I can find anything of hers. Oh, I hope her website is still up. Please still be there. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Yay! I'm gonna link this one because she's awesome. Hello, Erin. Okay. Let's go to free reading. And then there's like, let's see. Where can I find on the page? Find. Ooh, there's a whole section for holiday. Yes. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we'll do the holiday one first, and then we'll do two, how do you call it? Two New Year's ones. Okay, so this one's called Easy for GT. Oh, she dedicated it. Ooh, I might not be able to say some of these words. Okay, whatever. We'll try. We'll try. Maybe I'll substitute the words. How's that? So it's PG. Okay. Here we go. All right. Sleet was the worst. He huddled under the awning of the shuttered refreshment kiosk, shivering as a gray veil swallowed the skeleton trees across the lake. I really like that opener. It's so good. It's very poetic and it's very telling of what's happening. All right. It wouldn't take more than 10 minutes for Sleet to soak through his sweatshirt and the 2 sweaters he wore underneath. Then, the wet clothing would freeze against his skin. The icy slush pulled at the curbs would leak into his battered shoes on his way back. Bailey? Yes, Bailey was a top brand, but the miles he had walked in the last 6 months had worn through the soles. Besides, even the best leather was never any good in winter weather. He remembered his down ski parka. Columbia! How toasty warm he had felt as he swooped down the Black Diamond trails up at Killington. Wow, there's a lot of brand names actually on this. It's really funny. Gone, like so many other things, if he had only realized what was happening, he might have planned a bit, held on to what was really important. It has happened so gradually, though. Plus, it had violated all that he had believed and trusted. It had been inconceivable that he would find himself in this situation. Jobless, homeless, broke, and alone. On Christmas Eve, yet. He had a Harvard BMA, for God's sake. Who would have thought that his plum product manager position at a top tech, his BMW, his four-bedroom colonial, his wife, his kids, his life could all melt away like snow on a steam tunnel manhole. In the distance, the clock in City Hall Tower struck 3. 2.5 more hours, and he could return to the shelter. He clenched his hands inside the canvas work gloves he had found discarded on trash pickup day last week, trying to reduce the surface area. His fingers were already numb. His feet were blocks of ice, too. He had to get inside somewhere. The temperature dropped as dusk approached. Don't worry, guys. He wins in this story. It sounds like she's just painting the picture right now, but he gets his in a really good way. Okay. He had 2 quarters and a dime hidden under his layer of rags, but he had already had his coffee today. He had made it last for 2 hours, while the Burger King staff glared at his bedraggled form slumped in the corner. Tough. He was a paying customer. Cloud-colored ice skinned the lake where he used to take his daughter canoeing. Not strong enough yet for skating. He could start walking across. He knew the surface would crack along before he reached the boathouse on the opposite shore. It would be so easy. The lake was deeper than you expected. The ice would freeze over his entry point. They wouldn't find him. Not for days or even weeks. No one visited the park in the winter. That's why he came. The cops didn't hassle him here, and he didn't have to suffer the looks of pity and disgust he got on the street. Also, side note, no taking your life, please. We are here. We are supportive of everybody's lives. If you need a hotline, please call. Kaushik says, if you were my Secret Santa, what would you have gifted me? An exclusive photo of me in these socks only. All right. Easy, yes. So tempting. Everything else was so difficult now. A daily struggle to survive. Why should he bother? Who, after all, would care? He thought he was so clever, hiding his affairs, but his wife eventually lost patience. She took the kids out west, leaving him with a huge empty house and an equally enormous alimony payment. Then came the downsizing. Hell, how many personal reduction strategies had he helped to plan? The bottom dropped out of real estate, but the mortgage had to be paid. No one, he discovered, wanted to hire a manager in his 50s, no matter how stellar his credentials. His size hung in a white cloud before him. He had pawned his Rolex early on, but he guessed that about 10 minutes had passed since the clock chimes. He closed his eyes, unutterably weary, longing for his cot in the shelter. It was hard to sleep there in the dorm with the bums raving around him all night, but right now he would have given anything to be able to collapse onto the thin mattress and pull the rough blanket around his ears. Kaushik says, that would be such a wonderful gift, you and just socks. I know, right? Join my OF. Maybe I'll do that. Good afternoon, sir, he started, the youthful voice pulling him from his drowsy stupor. Good afternoon. She was a beacon of color in the monochrome landscape with pink cheeks, copper curls, and a long holly green coat. A matching green ribbon, held in her fiery hair away from her face. She was a young, certainly no more than 20, with a freshness that made her seem old-fashioned. That coat reminded him of one of his mother used to wear in the 50s, shaped like the letter A with those funny sleeves. Raglan sleeves, they were called. He felt irrationally pleased that he could remember. His mother's coat had been a sober brown, though. This woman's garment was so bright it made him blink. She stepped closer out of the sleet, joining him under the overhang. Wintry weather, she commented, smiling up at him. Her eyes were the same startling hue as her coat. Her lips formed a perfect bow. Even in the chill air, he caught a hint of her scent, cool and fresh like evergreens in snow. He was suddenly aware of his own funky smell, his ragged clothing and his 3 days of stubble. He searched the girl's face for the inevitable sympathy or scorn. He found neither. Instead, inexplicably, he recognized desire. Ooh, it's getting good now. Oh, what do I use for the C word or the P word? His peen stirred inside his sweatpants. Was it possible? Exhausted and underfed, he hadn't been horny in months. She took his hand in her own small bare fingers. I know someplace warmer. Come with me. She drew him along the slippery path that circled the lake. Needles of sleet pricked his cheeks. His sweatshirt grew wetter with each step. In her cashmere coat and patent leather boots, the woman seemed not to notice the weather. Is that a clue? All right, another spot of color grew before them. A Japanese-style bridge, rust red, arched over the narrowest point in the hourglass-shaped lake. The trail crossed the bridge. He had never noticed the stairway leading down the bank. There was a ledge underneath, bordering the water, making a snug, private space. He had to crouch down to follow her inside. The bridge swept upward just over their heads. We're out of the wind here, she told him, her voice like bells. Let's sit down. She slipped the coat off her shoulders and spread it over the dry stone. Kaushik says, what do I think nowadays? Most couples fantasizing about a cucking relationship. The Reddit is nowadays flooded with just those types of people. I don't think I could post that on here. I don't know. I'm not really one to host a lot of those types of experiences, but I think it would be fun. So I wouldn't not do it. I'm gonna keep my water here so it's close. Okay. Continuing on with the story. Let's see. He couldn't believe his eyes. Under the festive hued coat, she was naked. Her skin was a creamy peach tone, the buds tipping her sweet, small boobs were a deeper rose. A ginger tangle at the apex of her thighs. She looked like an innocent angel. Her smile as she reached for a zipper, though, hinted of lascivious delights. Aw, this is so cute. He says, wait, I can't. His erection thickened by the second as she worked out his jeans, but his shame was stronger than his lust. Please, I haven't showered in a week. I smell. I don't care, she murmured, peeling the denim away from his hips and starting work on the sweatpants underneath. I like the way you smell. She gripped him. Her flesh was hot against his chilled skin. Okay, I care. Hygiene is highly important to me, so that's a must. But why? His protests grew weaker as she pumped her hand up and down his length. Who? She stopped him with a peppermint-flavored kiss. Because I want you. Now. I can't wait. He surrendered, sinking back into the soft wool entwined in her arms. Aww. I'm gonna skip some really graphic stuff, but you guys can read it later on. And then it says, a dream, he thought. Still, shreds of joy clung to him. A dream like that was far better than waking life. Perhaps he could recreate the dream tonight in his dormitory bed. He closed his eyes, summoning her emerald eyes and plump lips. Yes, he would not forget. He needed to hurry, though. The shelter opened in half an hour, and beds were allocated on a first-come, first-served basis. He zipped up and then pressed against the ledge to lever himself onto his hands and knees. He felt the plush softness of cashmere beneath his palms. It was too dark to see, but he knew it was her coat. But if she had left her coat there, did that mean she was wandering naked in the park in these frigid temperatures? Was she crazier than the old coots in the shelter? I've got to find her, he thought, gathering the warm garment in his arms and crawling out from under the bridge. The sleet had stopped. The December air was a knife in his lungs, clean and sharp. He peered into the darkness, seeking the slight pale form of a nude woman. A cluster of stars was born. To his right, twinkling points of brightness intertwined through the tree branches. Another tree leaped into light down the path. One by one, the black winter skeletons transformed into fairy tale shapes as the city turned on the holiday decorations. Finally, surrounded by glory, he understood. He swung the coat over his shoulders and wrapped himself in its warm, pine-scented folds. Another gift to remind him how precious life is, even his life. He headed for the street, humming an old carol under his breath. He had only 20 minutes to get to the shelter, but he wasn't worried. It would be easy. I love that. the Christmas spirit has visited and given him everything, which is awesome. Yes, so starting next year. Also, you can find the link of this story in the link that I sent above. You just need to go under her free reads and then go under a holiday section. And this was the last link under that category. So starting next year, I'm going to be posting half of my stuff, or like the first part of my videos, on the hub. And then I'm going to be posting the rest on my OF. So everything in its entirety is going to be on OF. I've also been posting on my Patreon. I have a collaboration coming up that has to do with me designing nails, like faux nails, which are really cool. And of course, those are kink-based for me. They're going to be coming out soon. I think the package is arriving in January because of the holidays, but I can double check. I also got some new attachments from Motor Bunny. Thank you for the sponsorship and for the freebies. And so that's going to be, I'm going to be hosting new girls on my OF as well, which is going to be fun. So lots of new things in the new season. I think it's also going to be really cool to do more. Well, you guys will see. My channel is going to be really fun. I plan on doing more stuff with my channel as well here on YouTube. But right now I'm trying to look where this nail package is, because it was sent on the 19th as it was on its way. So cool. So it has arrived in Los Angeles, and it is gonna be here soon. But yeah, I'm also heading out of town on the weekend of, like, the next weekend, but I'll have a video up for then, so that we can premiere it together. Let's see. What else? Okay. Sorry, Nils, I can't do anything on the stream, but you can check my other videos after this live stream for stuff I've done. I have a whole playlist of unboxings. You might like the German company one, so go check that out afterwards. Kaushik says, any spicy topic coming up on the hub? Can you give us a teaser? Yes. So because I had posted my breath play plastic bag video on my second channel, I'm gonna link that right now. Somebody had actually requested a custom clip from me, so I'm gonna be posting that soon. It has to do with my feet and also a plastic bag. So yeah, yay. Oh my god, half an hour's already gone by. That's crazy. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one of the new year things. Nice. I like that you tried. Also, it's not about holding your breath, it's about how much air you have left in the bag. That's the key. Okay. So, we are gonna do another reading from Elizabeth's website. Ooh, this one's kind of... Ooh, this is a... For all the furries and for all the people who like paranormal transformations, this one's for you. Again, I might have to edit some of this, but, you know, whatever. Okay. So this one is called First Moon. Hello, sweet dream. Nice to see you on here. I've been missing you on my Twitch channel. I went back to playing Mario Kart for a little bit because I needed a break. What's the task I would have given if you were here? Subscribe to my channel and then subscribe to my membership tier. And do it while you're bowing down to my feet. Okay, so this story is called First Moon. Again, paranormal, so all the furries and everybody who likes, you know, transformation with... We'll see. I'm not going to spoil it. All right, First Moon. I'm good at being human. No one ever guesses the truth. I hold down a responsible, well-paying job as an HR director for an up-and-coming biotech company. Oh, there's a lot of biotech in these. The ability to smell emotion and read nonverbal cues gives me an advantage when working with intense or angry employees. I have a handful of women friends, including Lisa, or Lisa, the hostess for tonight's activity or festivities. I join them for coffee or shopping or movies, just like an ordinary person. We complain, we gossip, we talk about men. Yes, I've even had lovers occasionally, though I have to admit they're always leaving me feel unsatisfied. Not necessarily physically, but in some deeper sense. Lisa and Janine tease me, telling me I'm too much of a perfectionist and that I should compromise. That these days, nobody expects to meet her soulmate. I laugh along with them, pretending to agree. Ah. People like me are drawn to me and... Oh, people like me are drawn to me, in fact. I'm no antisocial loner, despite the reputation of my kind. And yet, there's always a wall keeping me separate. Tonight especially, as the clock counts down to midnight and my friends get progressively more tipsy, I'm aware of the distance between me and my fellow celebrants. It's as if I'm looking through a one-way mirror glass. I sense their joys, their fears, their rising excitement, the surges in hormones triggered by the closeness of the opposite sex. New Year's Eve, a night to be a bit reckless, to take chances one can blame in the morning on too much wine. No one really seeks or understands me, though. My weariness from the effort of maintaining my mask, my longing for freedom, my unending, unalterable loneliness. A lot of these holiday ones are lonely. Well, they start out lonely and then they get better. Almost everyone is dancing. The loud rock music stirs my body but hurts my ears. Lisa's? I don't know. How would you guys say this name? Would you say it as Lisa or would you say it as Lisa? Or like Alyssa? Lissa? Maybe it's Lissa. I like Lissa better. Okay. The loud rock music stirs my body but hurts my ears. Lissa's condo suddenly feels stuffy and overly warm. 25 or 30 humans give off significant heat. I'm sweating in my velvet top. I slip out onto the tiny deck, closing the glass doors behind me. The noise mutes through the drum beats, though the drum beats still vibrate the planks under my heels. Gazing across the Cambridgeport rooftops into the river, I fill my lungs with frigid December air. The cold, still night is as delicious as Lissa's champagne. Oh man, now I want champagne. Okay. It snowed earlier, so every surface is frosted and white. But now the sky is clear as crystal, black as my ebony hair, The moon climbs above the chimneys and my breath catches in my chest. It's barely half full. No real challenge to my self-control, but still, the beast in me stirs and stretches. Moonlight glitters on the icy Charles. I crave the sensation of that stark, pale light on my nakedness. Oh, I think this is in Boston. Like the Charles River. Okay. Oh, sorry. Hello, a pleasant-voiced, even-featured man appears beside me. Oh, he just happens to appear. It's just too loud in there, isn't it? Do you mind some company? No, not at all, I'm forced to reply, though I'd really rather savor the night alone. I'm Brett, he adds, then wraps his arms over his nicely muscled chest. Yeah. Geez, it's cold out here. Aren't you freezing? I'm fine. I let the awkward pause lengthen, refusing to pick up the conversation ball and tell him my name as he expects. I stare at the moon, so bright it practically burns. I love winter nights. Ryan says, are the socks coming off tonight? Maybe if I get like at least 2 memberships. I got goals here. If I could get 2 memberships, I'll take them off. I was looking for a pair of white heels to go with this, because I do have a pair, but they're kind of buried under some stuff right now. So it's very difficult for me to get to them. But I was going to wear them. But this is more cozy, you know? I don't know. Tell you what, if I get 3 memberships purchased, I'll go dig it out. You can watch me dig it out of my closet. Ryan's asking what color are my toenails painted? Purple. They're a sparkly purple. Although I was planning on changing them. I have this really cool dark blue with white speckles that look like snow. I thought that was going to be more appropriate for winter, but eh. I was feeling the purple. Okay. I smell Brett's arousal, sense his frustration and confusion. It's nearly midnight, he says finally. Want to come in? I can practically read his mind. His lips on mine as the year turns, his big hands molding my hips as he pulls me close. I'm tempted for an instant, but I know how it will end, like every other encounter. Flat and empty. Oof, that's rough, girl. Kaushik says, I love black nails, gives dominant vibes. And red heels. Yeah, classic colors. In a minute, you go ahead. He sighs, turns, leaves me to my solitary vigil. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My friends' voices are a million miles away. The moon whispers to me, why resist your nature? Why surround yourself with strangers when what you want is the earth under your feet and the night wind in your hair? New Year's Eve, a night to be reckless. I make my way through the crowd of laughing, kissing humans to offer Alyssa my thanks and regrets. Nobody really notices me leaving. Hi, RTX. Good to see you. I'm reading some short stories that I like from this Arrow author that I'm super into. Or like she got me into this type of writing or like reading it. And this one has to do with New Year's, but it's a paranormal one. So we're about halfway through the story. And you can read the rest on the link that I sent in the live chat later on. Okay. I'm good. I'm less warm now, which is great. Because this hat is like really warm. I was going for the Santa Claus theme, kind of, the Mara Claus theme. So, yeah. Anyways. Okay. My coat swung over my shoulder. I head for the river, high heels loud on the empty pavement. The deserted esplanade gleams in the moonlight, embroidered with the intricate shadows of the bare-limbed oaks and maples. I manage to hold off the change until I'm under the trees, the brief familiar disorientation ripples through me. Then the flavors of the night deluge my senses. The faint rustle of a few crisp leaves clinging to the branches above me. The pulsing blood smell of a rabbit crouched under a footbridge. Tar and car exhaust. Blackberries and rust. The damp, ripe scent of the ground. Still and frozen under the thin carpet of snow. Ugh, I love that paragraph. It was so good. Sorry I butchered it. I'm not used to reading out loud, but this is good practice. Kaushik says, is it really very hard to be in one? Thinking of trying one just for fun. How long should I go for the first time? Wait, to be in one what? Okay. Stretching out my paws, I work the stiffness out of my spine. The moon beams down on me. My snow-dusted jet fur sparkles. I have just enough human left in me to suppress my howl. Instead, I run. It's effortless. I race through the shadows along the riverbank, eating up the ground. The power surging through me has me drunk as any liquor. Sights, sounds, scents flash by, each one acute and distinct, despite its brevity. The world does not blur as I run. It sharpens. I head upstream out of the city, the river winding westward into wealthy suburbs, conservation land on either side. The trees crowd thicker here, but they don't slow me down. Sure-footed and strong, I streak past them, bounding over fallen trunks and ice-crusted tributaries that block my path. Now I let the joy rise in my throat and ring out over the countryside. My howl echoes through the blessed night. The moon approves. Yeah, let it out, girl. Kaushik says, chastity cage. I mean, it depends on what your intention is behind being in one. If you just want to try it, it's really easy to try. But if you're actually trying to dedicate yourself to somebody, that's when it gets tricky. It also depends on like how active you are. So, all those things. But don't forget, I also have my own chastity collection, so go ahead and purchase that if you have the funds, because it's 24 karat gold plated, and it's beautiful, and it has other stuff in that as well. Ooh, my feathers are coming off. Ah! It's so funny. RTX is asking, what is the most important thing for a perfect hand gag, miss? I don't know, your ability to be in one and to want to be gagged. Newman says, wow, you look amazing in that pagan wear. Thanks. I know, it's crazy. I actually thought that I would not like the outfit this year, but I'm enjoying it. It came to me. Yeah, we're reading, or I'm reading, a short story based off of, I already did one based off of a holiday Christmas vibe, and now I'm reading one based off of the new year, and they're both by one of my favorite Arrow authors, Elizabeth Sarai. I have linked her free reads on the live chat above, so yay. Kaushik says, I want to gag on those socks. They are really comfy and cozy. Such a good purchase. Ugh. And they match. Ugh. How good is that? Okay. Anyway. I'm going to continue this story. How much is left on this thing? Are we halfway yet? Ooh, yeah. Okay, we're only halfway now. All right. So she just transformed into a wolf, which is fun. And she's in Boston City, running through the streets under a almost full moon. RTX says, I'm gonna work on an apron collection, miss. Cool. You should give me one. Send me one. I'll feature it on one of my shorts, or maybe I'll make a video with it. I don't know. Okay. The chill winter air slices into my chest. I'm miles from home, but I don't want to stop. Not yet. This is too perfect. A glorious relief from the endless everyday effort of fitting in. I don't really think about my human life, though. I don't think about anything. I merely sense and feel. Finally, I slow to a trot, my heart pounding against my ribs. I'm exhausted, close to spent, yet excitement still sings through my body. Squatting, I lose a stream of pee to mark my passing. My nostrils twitch at the ripe warmth of my own scent. I spring to the top of snow-draped boulder. I spring to the top of a snow-draped boulder, sinking down onto my haunches and surveying my surroundings. Gradually, my pulse drops and my breathing returns to normal. I sense a deep sense of peace steals over me. Kaushik says, since it's the last stream, can you wear the heels? It will match your socks, and it's the last stream of 2024. Now, man, I got goals. If I get 3 memberships purchased during this stream, then I'll do it. If I get 2, I'll take off my socks. But my goal is 10. RTX is asking what I think about FLR, that's female-led relationships. I mean, I'm totally for them. I've actually seen somebody who has a harem of 4 guys. And then I've also seen one with like 5 or 6, so they're awesome. Looks like it works out for her. Grr. The growl drags me out of my trance of weariness. I start and emit an answering growl. A flood of maleness assaults my nose, and my nether parts swell in an automatic response. Ooh. He steps out of the shadows, a bristling red gold fur and blazing yellow eyes. He's easily twice my size. When he bares his teeth, they're ivory-hued daggers that could crush me in a single vicious bite. He doesn't attack, however. Of course, I have the advantage, perched on the rock above him. I'm terrified, but thrilled, too. I know what he wants. I want it as well. But there's a fine line between lust and violence when you're a wolf. I've just enough human left in me for fear to hold me back. Kaushik says, what if 100 memberships? Well, let's get to 10 first, and then I can say what that would be. But I have an idea of what that would be. Ryan says, could you wear tights or stockings one time for a live? Yeah, I've done that before. We'll see how I feel. Okay. He paces back and forth below, his eyes riveted to mine. Finally, he sits, patient as a pet hound waiting for me. Then, I give in to the beast, leaping down to land in front of him. His voice, half wail, half growl, welcomes me. He circles my crouching form, snapping playfully at my ear when I allow him to get close, raking his claws against my flank. I know this dance. It's in my blood, though I've never mated with another wolf. She's a virgin? Well, virgin to wolf mating? I don't know how that works. My body knows how to bend, how to arch, how to open as he drives into me from behind. Frank says, hello, beautiful. Hello. Corey says, hello. Hello. Sorry, I'm reading up there because I can't see when you guys are sending me messages on my phone. It's too small, so I have it up here. I'm reading stories for the new year and like the holiday season. Frank says, I wish I was massaging your feet right now. Corey says, how are you? I also wish you were massaging my feet. They always need a massage. My arches are really tight all the time. But yeah, I'm reading a story that's based off of like New Year's and animal transformation, like anthropomorphic. So that's fun. There are 2 wolves that are getting into it. Okay. Our coupling is over in minutes, but feels endless. Pleasure pure and sharp as moonlight pours through me as he launches his seed into my depths. His teeth close on my shoulder. The pain simply amplifies the intensity. Well, we know how that feels in kink. Corey says, cute outfit. Thanks. Thanks to all the people who voted on my community tab and on my social media. That actually helped me pick what I wanted to wear today. So it was a resounding winter outfit. Okay. All right. When we're done, I'm shaking. The moon won't be full for 2 weeks, and my wolf self is fading. The male trots off into a corpse of beach, obviously expecting me to follow. I limp after him, cold seeping through my paw pads up into my aching shoulders. Thankfully, it's not far. He leads me to a snug-looking cabin dug into a hill, half buried under a underbush. A few yards before we reach it, the change seizes me. My limbs liquefy and rearrange themselves. In an instant, I'm sprawled in the snow, dizzy, naked, and shivering. I can't move. The male wolf nudges me with his snout. I force myself to crawl toward the wooden structure, noting how awkward 4 legs can be. The door's unlocked. Inside, embers glow gold and scarlet on the fieldstone hearth. I collapse on the cot in one corner, lulled by delicious warmth, unable to stay awake for an instant longer. The wolf crouches by the bed as if to guard my sleep. Buttery sunlight wakes me, streaming in the window above the bed. The fire has died. The room is cold, but there's a smooth heat against my naked back. I turn to find him curled around me. Tall, well-muscled, his bronze skin dusted with red gold down that matches the curls on his head. I breathe in his scent. Ripe male musk spiked with a sharp evergreen edge. He's sleeping, but he wakes as I gaze on his beauty and pulls my body to his. Happy New Year, he murmurs, nuzzling my ear and sliding his hardness into my soakedness. Joy surges through me, almost drowning in my lust. Almost, but not quite. As a man, he's nearly as fierce a lover as when he was wolf. I let myself go. Let him see the animal that is my true self. I know he won't be disgusted or afraid, and I'm quite certain that afterward, I won't feel empty. Man, was that Brett the whole time? It just says that he has a nicely muscled chest, but it doesn't really say what he looks like in the beginning. Anyway, that was a really nice story. Hello, David. Nice to see you. I'm doing well. Really glad to have this year be over, finally. Thank you. Nice outfit. Thanks for voting, whoever voted. It was like, it was 50-50 on Instagram, and it was like winter outfit on Twitter, and then here it was also winter outfit on YouTube. Ryan is asking, would I wear leather bracelets or toe rings? So I've had anklets before, but unfortunately I always lost them. Like, my mom actually gave me one. It was a sterling silver one, and I lost it. So I was really sad about that. Yeah, I mean, I would wear them. It's just they do come off because you're very, like, I'm very active. I walk everywhere, and I don't know. It's tough. I would probably wear it more for like foot worship sessions, but I would like to be able to pick the design because I'm very particular. RTX says, oh, what should I wear as a leather cross-dresser? I don't know what you have, but probably something feminine if you're into that as a cross-dresser. Let's see. Wow. Reading those stories, it's already like 56 minutes past. Holy. All right, well, does anyone have any last comments, questions, concerns before we close up the last stream of the year? I'm like falling off. Okay. I feel like I'm like a winter nymph. Like, I just need wings. Ryan says, do foot robes turn you on or just foot worship? I mean, it depends on the connection that I have with the other person, because like anyone can give me a foot rub, but that doesn't mean they're into it, you know? I want the person to be super into it, and if there's an attraction between both of us, then that's a turn on for me. RTX says, I guess I'll try a leather pencil skirt, miss. Yeah, that's a good place to start. David says, what am I going to do in the new year? Oh, you missed my whole thing. Go back and watch this afterwards. I tell everybody what my plans are. I got collabs coming. I've got like faux nail projects that are uploaded onto Patreon right now. I have stuff coming up on the hub, and I'm going to be collaborating more with other creators, so that's going to be fun. But yeah. Exciting times. Oh, also I'm going to a convention in January. I did a recap video of it earlier this year, so I'm going again. It's a good place to learn and to connect with people in the industry. So, yeah. What are you guys doing for the holidays or the new year? Anything special? Anything fun? RTX says 2025 is a square year, miss. I hope it will be nice. What do you mean by square? I don't know. I feel like people are still being cautious. Like, people aren't saying like 2025 is gonna be my year. They're just like, we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's been a a journey for all of us. Like, this year was not easy for me. Last year was worse. But so many things happened this year that I kind of forgot why last year was so bad. I don't know. $45 times 45 is 2025. Oh, for all you math heads out there, that's fun to think about. David says, I hope 2025 is a better year. Yeah, me too. You and me both, man. Ryan says, I'm just getting drunk like every New Year's Eve. Nice. I don't even know if I was. What did I even do this year for New Year's? Gotta go back to my calendar. Let's see. What did I do? Oh. Didn't really do much. I installed my swing, my what do you call that? The Shibari hardpoint, my portable one. So that's what I did this year. But this year I'm probably gonna be going out with a girlfriend. It's fun. We are probably gonna eat at a nice place and see Cheers with some champagne, you know, the classic. I'll take photos and post it on my community tab. RTX says, I ordered 2 special aprons, miss, for the new year. Well, send me the link. I want to know where you got yours from. Can you email it to me? Please. Thank you. All right. Well, if that is it, thanks so much for joining the live stream. If you like this live stream, give it a thumbs up, share it so that other people can learn more about my channel. Subscribe, turn on notifications. And until next year, Happy New Year, everyone. Bye. Also, join my OF.